A woman went to a wealthy family to apply for a nanny job, but during the interview her skirt suddenly split open to hide the awkward moment. She quickly tied her coat around her waist. Just then the lady of the house walked over with a warm smile and greeted her. A Louisa Clark. Louisa had no idea that this little incident would actually leave a good impression. The lady of the house found her composed, elegant, and well-mannered and hired her on the spot with a high monthly salary of $500. But the job was far from easy. Louisa was hired to care for their son Will, who had been paralyzed for years. You appear to have a problem with your skirt. When Will's sarcasm hit her directly, Louisa realized this job was nothing like what she had imagined, but she had no choice. Her entire family depended on her. Her father was unemployed, her mother was a stay-at-home wife with no income, and her younger sister was still in college and couldn't work. Louisa was the only one holding everything together. The next day when she went to work, the doctor told her that aside from giving Will his medication on time, she didn't need to do anything else. But Louisa felt that wasn't right. Earning such a high salary, she believed she should do more. Gathering her courage, she finally spoke to Will and suggested going for a walk. But he immediately refused. He didn't want to go anywhere, just sit there. Caught off guard when she tried to start another conversation, Will coldly told her to leave. Even so, Louisa didn't give up. She began coming to work every day wearing bright, colorful clothes. If being quiet and polite didn't work, she tried being boldly herself. At first Will was just surprised, but over time her fashion sense became impossible to ignore. Unlike others who treated Will with excessive caution, Louisa treated him like an ordinary person. Her clumsy yet fearless personality led to many awkward moments, like spilling food on him and then trying to dry it with a hairdryer instead of helping him change clothes. But for Will, these moments brought sparks of life. He began looking forward to seeing her. Louisa didn't notice this change to her. Will still seemed cold and distant until one day Will's ex-girlfriend and his best friend came to visit. After hesitating for a while, they finally admitted something big. They were together now. Will appeared calm on the surface, but inside he was in agony. After they left, Louisa heard a noise from his room. She rushed in to find him smashing a photo of himself and his ex-girlfriend. As someone who had lost control of his body, he couldn't even throw a proper tantrum. How could he give the woman he loved the life she deserved? After the accident, Will cut off all contact with his girlfriend. He didn't want her to see him like this. Feeling sympathy, Louisa quietly repaired the photo frame, hoping to preserve at least one good memory for him. Will flew into a rage and scolded her on the spot. Louisa didn't understand why he always pushed people away with harsh words. This time she didn't back down.
So it would be really nice if you didn't try and make my life as miserable as you. I'm just trying to do my job as best I can because I need the money.
This time he didn't argue back. Maybe he finally saw how hard Louisa's life was, or maybe he didn't want to make her feel worse. From that day on, his attitude began to change.